Hello everyone, welcome back to the Revival. Today it's a double header. We're going to be playing Club Bruges at the Rose Park Stadium because apparently we still don't know the name of any stadiums outside of the UK, and then we'll be heading back to St James's Park to take on Preston North End in the Premier League. Just to give you an update as to what's going on, you can see on the right hand side there the standings have us in 4th place on 58 points, only 2 points ahead of Manchester United. There is a comfortable buffer between 5th and 6th. If we can stay ahead, oh my word, if we can stay ahead of United, we are pretty much guaranteeing ourselves Champions League football next season. A first time in many years for Newcastle United in the Champions League. I'm going to give you a quick look at the Premier League because we are on game day 30 at the moment. So there you can see at the top of the table, Manchester City absolutely romping home, 6 points clear of Tottenham. They've played 30 games, won 24 of those, drawn 3 and lost 3. Down in 4th place, Newcastle United. Obviously, we lost a lot of games to start the season, but since then we've really bounced back. I'm happy to say we're playing much better football recently, and we find ourselves on 58 points with 17 wins, 7 draws and 6 losses. Goal difference is looking pretty healthy with 46 scored and 23 conceded. So we're averaging 2 goals to every 1 conceded. So yeah, there you have it really. We're doing pretty well in the league so far. Of course, now I've massively jinxed that. We are in the last 16 of the UEFA Cup against Club Bruges today, as I said. Before we move on, I've had messages from you guys. I've seen some comments suggesting that we should play certain teams and that I should look at certain players. I am listening. We will be doing a lot of what you're mentioning. We will look into that. The first message that I got was saying that one of you was disappointed that we weren't going to be showing the Liverpool game. Well, I've got good news for you. We got another one coming up pretty soon. Let's go into the planner here, and you can see that we have the game against Bruges, followed by Preston North End today. Then there's the second leg of that UEFA Cup game, followed by Chelsea, and then the international break. After which is the Liverpool versus Newcastle United match, sandwiched between 2 rounds of the UEFA Europa League quarter-finals, if we qualify. It's a big if. Let's be honest, it's a big if. We will be bringing you that Liverpool match. Fear not. On another note, I had a transfer suggestion from a viewer. I'm afraid that they made this suggestion quite some time ago, but due to the way that YouTube filters out potential spam, I didn't actually get the message until a lot later, and they did actually message, put another comment on one of the more recent videos to say that I should look at Scott McTominay. I'll be honest, I didn't think that we would be anywhere near being able to sign a player from a team like Manchester United, but I had a little look. And he is on my listed players now, because you'll see he's pretty decent actually. 25 years old at this point, so you know you would expect him to be playing week in week out, a regular player. Look at his ability to play throughout the centre of the team though, anywhere from defensive midfield to centre forward. That is a massive boon for any player. He's British, which is always good to get a little bit more of a British core in your team, as I've mentioned in previous videos. And let's just have a look here. He's on £35,000 a week, weekly salary. That's not bad at all. And here's the big thing. Market value of 11 million. Release fee of 14.4. The only thing that stands in our way if we look at affection is that he is at 100% affection with his club. That could make it difficult to sign him, but we will give that a go at the end of the season. We'll see what we can do about getting in McTominay. If we can't, I'm not going to be heartbroken because there are options available to us looking at listed players. We've got Doumbia here, who is pretty comparable to McTominay actually. He's a well-rounded midfielder. He can play in defensive midfield as well as doing a job up front if required. And you know, that's what these shortlists are for. Also Toussaint, I don't know how you say that, Toussaint I'm going to call him. 24 years old, a destroyer. He actually is a better defensive option than McTominay would be, but I don't think that you're signing McTominay to be a defensive midfielder. You're signing him to be a long-term replacement for one of the two attacking midfielders, aren't you? So we're definitely going to have a look at that. Thank you very much for the suggestion, and without any further ado, we're going to get into the next game. But yeah, just goes to show that I am reading the comments, I am paying attention, and I'm going to take your comments into consideration when playing the game. So if you've got any players that you've found that you like playing with, that you think might make a good addition to this team, please feel free to mention it in the comments. Let me know. This isn't just me against the world, it's all of us, and I'd love it if you guys could come up with some ideas for signings. So let's have a look at the team today. Okay, we're looking pretty decent as far as the lineup's concerned. Shelby's looking a little bit tired. He's not 100%, but I don't think I'm going to rest him. We're going to continue with Maximan, Joelinton, and Richie up front. And yeah, I think that's a pretty decent lineup. So fingers crossed. Here we go. We need a good start. Now, we are away from home, which means getting those away goals is absolutely vital. The last thing we need to be doing is chasing the game at home when one slip could cause so many issues for us.
Well, 32 have become 16, and this competition has already shed 2/3 of its initial participants. Another 8 must fall over the course of the next 2 legs. Hello and welcome to all of you all over the world. Absolute pleasure to have you on board. Another 4 rounds to go until the summit of this European competition, and with each passing round, expectation and noise continue to rise. We really do have a fantastic.
We've not been too good in cup competitions recently. We obviously were knocked out of the FA Cup not so long ago.
They can serve us up a fittingly exciting game.
After extra time and penalties, I still can't believe, all that time later, I still can't believe that they put every penalty down the same side of the goal.
So much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here.
Okay, we'll skip the rest of that and we'll get straight into it. Here we go.
We will be down to 8 once we're done.
Well, Peter, I think the common argument as to whether this results in another game too many over the long course of the season is for another time, although rumour has it that there may be changes on the horizon. Anyway, let's not detract from the fact that it's another round of excitement where even the smallest of mistakes could prove fatal, no matter who you are. The opening exchanges will provide a good picture as to how this tie will be played out.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Over to the left. Willems pops it into the area.
Go on, have a hit. Oh, unlucky. Oh, he's gone acrobatic and he nearly put it in the back of the net. Maximan.
These early exchanges have been frenetic. Looks like we have a proper game on our hands, Peter.
Oh, can he get on? He can't quite get onto it. That's unfortunate.
Mats Hummels. Hoists it forward. Willems.
Oh, go on. Oh, unlucky. Just puts it wide of the post.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases the chances of the ball being met.
Happy with how we've started, but we need to make sure that we don't switch off at the back here.
Well, it's always the case at this time of year, but I'm sure, Jim, one of the key factors is going to be the freshness or otherwise.
That's all right, though. That's all right.
Oh, that's a real disappointment as well, after he worked so hard to just get into position and get on the end of that in the first place. A lot of effort for very little reward.
Defender was enough of a nuisance that the centre forward couldn't get onto it. I really do dislike this new ruling that's caused players and teams to play the ball from inside their own penalty area now.
Almiron. Swept in.
Go on. Oh no, unlucky. And of course, because my controls are reversed for shooting and crossing, I've used slide tackle when I thought I had enough of the ball that I was going to shoot, and it's caused us to get a yellow card. We're on the edge. We are on the edge. All we need is just one good chance.
Gets it upfield.
Bruges now have decided to try and swarm the box, so we're going to have to be careful about that.
Their strikers roam out wide.
I wouldn't want that. Well, my worry is that their main threat is being shifted out of contention.
Henriks.
Wasn't the ball I wanted, but I'll take it.
Almiron. Still goalless at the moment. How about a shot?
Oh, they've just managed to block that. Have another crack.
Shoots.
Unlucky.
Well,
wrong foot. Couldn't get enough power behind it. Easy for the goalkeeper in the end.
Up towards the front line. Oh, well intercepted. Really alert to the danger.
Go on, Maximan! No.
Almiron. Willems.
Go on.
Hits one!
Oh, my word.
Certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Just cannot get that ball in the back of the net.
That's going to be a booking.
We have got a free kick out of this. I've not been great with free kicks. I keep hearing everyone talking about how free kicks are easy in Pro Evo. I'm not finding it that way.
And so we have the first set piece of the game. Shelby!
Oh, took a deflection.
Free kicks in areas like that are an invitation to the set piece technicians. They have to cut this out.
Well played,
No.
He saw that coming.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Hit low and direct.
Well done, goalkeeper. Oh, you're giving me a bloody heart attack there for a second.
Almiron. Jonjo Shelby. Henriks. And the finish!
Oh, what's he doing trying to slide that finish?
He's got rid of that.
Newcastle really have been alive to interceptions and picking off any loose balls.
Mats Hummels. And it's Shelby. And he's there to hoof it away. Newcastle
That's
brought
poor.
it in the end.
That's really poor.
We've lacked any sort of thrust. Bruges have it back and they can go again. Hayden. Henriks.
That's the wrong ball.
Oh, well
Put pressure on the
defended. That had to be
goalkeeper,
done.
try to force a mistake, but it's not going to happen.
And it's played forward. Hummels gets into the right position to intercept.
Oh no, the defence are all over the place suddenly. Conceded, I think, a corner. And unfortunately, the longer this goes on and the more chances we get and the less we look like putting one away. Oh, nearly.
No, he didn't quite
it's going to put more and more pressure on us, and it makes it more likely that the opposition are going to go up the other end and score.
So another team has broken through. It's certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now.
I'm pretty happy with the amount of chances that we've had. I'm less happy about the fact that we haven't been able to make any of them count so far. But all we need is one, and I feel like the floodgates might open.
He just needs a little more craft and guile.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break. 0-0. And the game has already resumed here.
It's the wrong pass.
Clearly have been the better side for me. Yeah, I know the score doesn't quite reflect it, but if they go about their game in the same manner as the opening 45 minutes,
for goodness sake.
really should improve.
Player wrong foots himself. He puts himself out of possession.
He's got options out wide. Jonjo Shelvey. Jonjo Shelvey drives it forward. He's in, surely. Ritchie.
No, just couldn't do anything with it.
Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Ritchie's not having the best of games, I have to say.
Ritchie really got caught in a trap there, and he just couldn't get out.
That intervention was very necessary. Diagne, and now they can launch a counter. Oh, really good feet from him. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch.
Here goes Joel Linton. He just couldn't quite make the ball count. Defender got the right side of it and was able to stop him from being able to make anything of it.
Could be a
Go on! Oh, unlucky.
Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Okay, and I think that is probably Ritchie's race run for this game.
It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
And I think Coco is the most natural selection in this instance, so we're going to bring him on. Joel Linton's still looking okay. I would prefer his pace up front to Mandzukic at the moment. He's not the slowest player, Mandzukic, but I don't know. I feel like I need just a little bit turn more of pace up front at the moment. So we'll just make the one change for now. We'll see if that makes any difference for us in the final third.
Head towards the front men. Not long left, and still we await the breakthrough. Could cross it here. Plays it back. Out to the right.
Oof.
And he won't reach that.
In truth, anyone could have got to that. We've got to do better. Willems has got to do much better than that as well. I probably didn't give him much of a chance, and we're in trouble here if they get a good cross into the box, which they do, and they put it in. It's 1-0 to Club Brugge.
The breakthrough arrives at last.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
A lovely header, but really it was all about the
Exposed down the left wing after a loose ball from Willems. Newcastle United are in trouble.
Bruges take the lead, 1-0.
Yeah, I had a feeling this was coming. Still, there's a fair bit of time if you're going to think.
Oh, hello, hello! Oh my word, the goalkeeper's pulled off an excellent save. Absolute worldie save there by the goalkeeper.
But this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
And we just cannot seem to force an opening. Well, we can force the opening, that's not the problem, it's finishing it off.
Hayden goes looking.
Oh, referee, come on, you've got to do something about that.
Now the counter.
It's not an obvious foul, but he's just clipped his heels enough to take him out.
Oh, Red, he sorted that out.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Come on, no. Goodness sakes.
Forward. And he's going long.
Bruges are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end too.
It's got through. He's got away. The ball's loose, and he's after it. Forward it goes. Now
It's just not happening today, is it?
Tries to get it forward quickly.
It's given offside, and that gives Newcastle
offside.
another chance to get the ball up the right end of the pitch from their perspective.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
Oh my goodness.
Max Hummels. And that's been won straight back.
What is going on now? It's
5
entirely
minutes
my
left on the
fault, I
clock.
think, but we're just playing the ball
Promising move that. Good
in
inroads
directions
into enemy
that is just
territory,
making it
but
way
no
too
joy.
easy for the opposition to intercept.
Well positioned to make that interception.
Look, with time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give themselves a chance.
The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance.
Newcastle have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Well, that's where he wants it. And he's there to cut it out.
Poor pass. And that's it. 1-0 final
Referee
score.
looks at his watch
Club
and
Brugge
blows
put
his
themselves
whistle.
in the driving seat after what was honestly a really one-sided game in the first half, and Newcastle just unable to make their dominance of that first half count.
That's what cost them.
We'll have a look at the stats in a second and it will make me even more mad. Ten shots, 7 on target, 7 crosses. We win all over the pitch except for the most important statistic, which is the number of times that the ball ends up in the back of the net. Club Brugge win this one 1-0. It's all to do for Newcastle in the second leg at St James's Park. A night of disappointment. Looking at some of the other results in the last 16, no massive shocks except for perhaps the fact that Roma ran out 3-0 victors against Valencia. Would have thought that it would be slightly tighter than that. Liverpool beating Young Boys away from home 2-0. That's the sort of result that Newcastle should have been looking at. But outside of that, no massive shocks. Okay, and with that disappointment out of the way, we're straight into the next game, which is going to be against Preston North End. But we do have some updates here. Let's have a quick look and see what's going on. There's been an offer for Mandzukic. 16.4 they're offering for him. Jog on West Ham. And Cher, we know, is leaving for £15 million at the end of the season. Okie dokie. I think we'll give Schubert a game today, along with Mathieu at left back. Mandzukic can go up front in place of Joel Linton, and I think maybe we'll give Farfan a run out, but we will keep Richie on the bench in case. Just a question of who do we replace, I guess we'll go like that. Okay, that should do us. Hopefully we can get a better result today than we did against Club Bruges. That really is honestly quite a disappointment. It's not the fact that we lost 1-0 necessarily, it's just more the fact that we created so many chances and we were just unable to make any of them count in the long run. Just draw a line under it and say it wasn't our day and hope that we can use the home advantage to really help us turn that result around in the second leg.
A drop or two of rain as the day grows older. But regardless of that, there is a lovely backdrop here. The ambience is good, smashing noise from both sets of supporters, and expectations high in both camps. Jonjo Shelvey has got himself a free kick. Hayden hoists it high. Danger averted for now.
Defender does a very good job of getting... Oh, hello.
Breaks on here.
Thought we had that taken care of, but apparently not.
5 away games, it is a worry. Oh, real danger here. Mathieu. Almiron. Mathieu. Preston have statistically the worst defence in the league.
Well, that's encouraging. Probably means this will be a 0-0 draw.
Hayden. Mandzukic. The defence can get it clear. Dashing forward at pace. Out to the right.
Well, they're looking to hit us on the break, that's certain.
Lovely bit of skill there. That's great strength on the ball.
Oh, unlucky. He never had the pace to get away from the defender anyway, but it was a lovely run from Mandzukic.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Almiron.
Loose ball from Almiron, did well to hustle and hassle the defender into a mistake, but unfortunately wasn't able to make much of what resulted from it.
Well below standard, and it's a question of which can find a way out.
Forward it goes. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. Lascelles.
That was not the ball I was aiming for. I was trying to play it infield to Shelvey, but he's just played it a little bit too strong and it's ended up going towards the centre forward.
Tries to get it forward quickly. He's got options out wide. Hummels gets it back. And it's Mandzukic. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Throw in.
I can already tell this is going to be a very frustrating game.
Jonjo Shelvey. Henriks. Jonjo Shelvey.
What are you doing letting that ball go?
There will be a throw-in.
That was an easily avoidable mistake. I don't know what Henriks is thinking there, but he's in my shit book at the moment for that. We win it back easily, thankfully. Mandzukic! Oh, it's another great save for the goalkeeper!
Great save, real class.
Why is everybody playing like Gianluigi Buffon at the moment? It's unbelievable.
A lovely little footballing moment.
World-class saves from absolutely every goalkeeper that we come across.
And the finish.
Oh, he's absolutely mullered that ball.
Leave it clear. Almiron plays it out to the wing. Swept in. That's gone a long way up and away. Almiron. Precious little by way of goal-mouth action yet. It's come through. Good distance on it.
Nice move. Just took it way too early.
Cleared without complication.
Bad pass.
It in gently. Jonjo Shelvey. Drilled in low. Preston.
Oh. Preston defenders just seem to be telepathic. They absolutely know where to be. They get their foot on the ball first every single time. Had the same problem against Bruges as well.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. So now the team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying.
Well, so far I'm on target for that 0-0 prediction.
But still goals. The midway point of the game.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised.
Won the ball,
if
but
second
couldn't
half
quite
brings a
keep it in.
change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. The action has already resumed here.
Newcastle can feel really happy.
Oh
with
my word, what was that? What was that?
But they played with urgency and purpose.
Got away with that
Can't
one.
afford to
That
lose
was
patience
absolutely
in this second
laughable.
half. They've got to persevere.
And it's Mandzukic.
Ah. Come on, boys.
Preston, whose last result
Got to be better on the
so
ball than
much
that.
to the astuteness of their manager.
I think, Peter, we have to give credit where it's due. He had a problem up top and he tweaked the system to sort it out. And what I like is that he doesn't hold back. He's got that who dares wins mentality, and he really goes for it.
Hummels drives it forward. Almiron. Farfan. And he's there to hoof it away. And it's been taken straight back. Loose ball, who's going to get there? Mathieu. Almiron. Goes to the cross.
Go on, go on. Oh no, should have squared it.
Not quite.
Square it for Farfan.
But not the finish.
Plays it out to the flank. Mathieu sticks in a foot to win it back. Has he picked him out? It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Tried to play it through.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
He's managed to get it past the defender. Not that one, though.
Well, the ball's come loose and
Oh,
the chase
dear,
is on.
oh dear. No, that's
been
not
won
right
straight
either.
back.
Okay, here we go.
Mandzukic. Can't get the better of his opposite number.
I'm sorry, how is that a foul?
Definite foul there.
Definite? I beg your pardon? That's not a foul. That's not even a controversial decision. That's just a well-won tackle. Honestly. Boys, we've got to be more switched on than that.
Timely intervention. Loses his balance and
Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing?
Has a pop! Almiron goes long.
Right, Maximan tackled easily.
0-0 the score, and
Don't know what it is about this update that they've put in place, but it feels like the defenders are just superhuman now. Like they get a foot to absolutely every single little thing.
Played out to the right.
Almiron's never getting on that.
Alert to the danger.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner. Newcastle really have been alive to interceptions and picking off any loose balls.
Mathieu. Mandzukic. Farfan.
Farfan! No.
Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Farfan really must have felt he had the measure of the keeper then, but how wrong?
Well, it seems as though someone has been forced to pull up lane here.
Oh, for goodness
yeah, and
sakes.
the manager's concerned too. Substitution time perhaps, or maybe not, we'll see.
He's better continue, it seems, albeit a little gingerly.
We'll put Richie at left back.
Defending of the desperate variety.
Newcastle showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Meets it first
No.
time. What a ball this is.
Oh my word.
And it's hoisted clear.
What is with this Herculean defending?
Merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Hoists it forward.
That's ridiculous.
Preston making another change here.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
Right, last throw of the dice. Only got a couple of minutes left. Hopefully they can get into the game quickly.
Nkunku. Almiron. Great strength, too strong for his opponent.
Goodness sake.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here. They're making life really hard.
No,
And that
0-0.
will be the final act.
Well, I'm glad to be on
0-0
point
from the
with my
fairway
prediction
out.
today, but I'm pissed off that I was at the same
Penetration.
time.
Defence is largely untroubled. It's goals.
That honestly is an embarrassing result, and I'm going to have to do a lot of thinking between now and the next lot of games.
I think they thought the win would just come to them, and it didn't.
Just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin for joining us and to wish you
we made chances. We made more than enough chances that we should have been able to get one of them in. But thanks to an absolutely amazing performance from the Preston goalkeeper, we just weren't going to get those points today. Be interesting to see what... Oh, for goodness sake, he got a 6.5. 6.5 with a defence like... Okay, never mind. Henriks gets a 5.5. I completely understand why. Lascelles only gets a 5. The ratings are broken in this game. An awful lot of 0-0 draws today, though. Manchester United beating Arsenal 2-0, which means that we will slip into 5th. No, we won't slip into 5th position, sorry. We are still just about in the Champions League spots, but it's really touch and go now. We're going to have to make sure that we win every single game to make sure, without a shadow of a doubt, that we get through. It's all in our hands still, but only just. Okay, so that's going to do us for another episode. Thank you very much for joining me. Take care, and I will see you next time for the second leg of the Europa League against Club Brugge. Bye-bye.